During a powwow, the first thing you'll often see is the grand entry, and this is when people go into the arena. They'll each go in a specific order. It generally starts with veterans or a local color guard, and they'll be holding the flags. This is a time for them to be honored and respected. And after that, the dancing contesting generally starts.
A powwow is a cultural event where non-Native Americans and Native Americans get together to dance, socialize, sing, and honor Native American traditions, cultures, and history.
We have vendors from all over who will be selling their items that they're mostly handmade. We also have activities for kids and storytelling.
Well, it brings the Native people in the community together, in which they may not have a sense of community, but once you attend a powwow, you make new friends and become more aware of their Native heritage in the community.
Growing up on a reservation and going to an undergrad where there was a large Native population in California, which also has a large Native population, I think it is really helpful to have the powwow here and to have the Mowrer Center and everything, because it really creates that feeling of community, and I don't know what I would do without it.
Some of us don't have connections to our homelands, and for Washington University to provide and to help support for this powwow, it brings people together.
It's just interesting to be here in St. Louis with a largely non-Native audience, and it's very important that we stress powwow etiquette and asking dancers or anybody there with a staff shirt on questions that you have. We get the question about chanting a lot. I think individuals are most interested in whether the drums are actually speaking a different language or if it's the same language. So each drum that comes represents a specific tribe, so they are using their tribal language when they're singing. The chanting is a repetition of words that's used, and the repetition is mainly for getting dancers to really understand the meaning of the words and so that they connect with the music on a deeper level.
There'll be specific dance categories, and dancers must adhere to specific rules, and they'll be judged on their dancing.
The gear I have on is called a Northern Fancy Dance outfit, and it's a draw for the crowds and the powwows. It's usually the last dance that happens, but it's the most intense dance that they have, and there's a lot of movement, a lot of tricks that come into the dance itself, and this is what people really come to see in these powwows. I have on top is you'll see 2 shoulder bustles that definitely set off all the men fancy dancers that you'll see, because the colors themselves have special meaning to the dancers themselves, individual identity on the colors and the beadwork patterns and the way that they put their dance outfits together.
It's personal, handmade crafts, and it's sort of like a masterpiece or a work of art.
They often have eagle feathers on them. The women often wear long skirts. There's a lot of intricate beading involved.
It has a little bit more spiritual significance for myself, carrying these eagle feathers and dancing with them.